Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivara Dhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivara Dhari Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivara Dhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivara Dhari Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vyasadeva Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Jai Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parivrajakaacharya Ashtotar Sastri Srimad His Divine Grace Abhay Charanarvinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Grantaraj Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki. Fourth only, na? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Nashta Prayeshva Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Ruttama-shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namah. Hare Krishna, we welcome you all to today's Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam class. We are reading from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, 3rd canto, 5th chapter. Vidura's talks with Maitreya, and we are reading the 4th shloka. Tatsadu varya dishavatma shamnaha samradito bhagavan yena pumsam hridistito yacchati bhakti bhute hridistito yacchati bhakti bhute Gnanam satattvadigamam puranam Tatsadu varya dishavatma shamnaha Samradito bhagavan yena pumsam Hridistito yacchati bhakti bhute Gnanam satattvadigamam puranam Tatsadu varya dishavatma shamnaha Samradito bhagavan yena pumsam Hridistito yacchati bhakti bhute Gnanam satattvadigamam puranam Please receive. Tatsadu varya dishavatma shamnaha Samradito bhagavanena pumsam Hridistito yacchati bhakti bhute Gnanam satattvadigamam puranam Tatsadu varya dishavatma shamnaha Samradito bhagavanena pumsam Hridistito yacchati bhakti bhute Gnanam satattvadigamam puranam Tatsadu varya dishavatma sham Hridistito yacchati bhakti bhute Gnanam satattvadigamam puranam Matajis Tatsadu varya dishavatma shamnaha Pito bhagavanena pumsam Hridistito yacchati bhakti bhute Gnanam satattvadigamam puranam What meaning? Tat, therefore. Sadhu, Sadhuvarya, O great amongst the saints. O great one amongst the saints. Adisha, please instruct. Vartma, the path. Sham, auspicious. Naha, for us. Samraditha, being perfectly served. Bhagavan, the personality of Godhead. Yena, by which. Pumsam, of the living entity. Hridistitaha, residing in the heart. Yacchati, awards. Bhakti Bhute, unto the unalloyed devotee. Jnanam, knowledge. Sa, that. Tattva, truth. Adhigamam, by which one learns. Puranam, authorized, old. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. Therefore, O great sage, please give me the instruction on the transcendental devotional service of the Lord, so that He who is situated in the heart of everyone can be pleased to impart from within the knowledge of the absolute truth in terms of the ancient Vedic principles delivered unto those who are purified by the process of devotional service. Purport. As already explained in the first canto of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, the absolute truth is realized in three different phases, although they are one and the same in terms of the knower's capacity to understand. The most capable transcendentalist is the pure devotee of the Lord, who is without any tinge of fruitive actions or philosophical speculation. By devotional service only does one's heart becomes completely purified from all material coverings like karma, jnana and yoga. Only in such purified stage does the Lord, who is seated in the heart, in everyone's heart with the individual soul, gives instruction so that the devotee can reach the ultimate destination of going back home, back to Godhead. This is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 10th chapter 10th verse. Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam. Only when the Lord is satisfied with the devotional service of the devotee does He impart knowledge, as He did for Arjuna and Uddhava. The Jnanis, Yogis and Karmis cannot expect this direct cooperation of the Lord. They are not able to satisfy the Lord by the transcendental loving service, nor do they believe in such service to the Lord. The bhakti process, as performed under the regulative principles of Vaidhi Bhakti or devotional service, following the prescribed rules and regulations, is defined by the revealed scriptures and confirmed by the great acharyas. This practice can help the neophyte devotees to rise to the stage of Raga Bhakti, in which the Lord responds from within as a Chaitya Guru or the spiritual master as super consciousness. All the transcendentalists other than devotee make no distinction between the individual soul and the super soul, because they miscalculate the super consciousness and the individual consciousness to be one and the same. This miscalculation by the non-devotees makes them unfit to receive any direction from within, and therefore they are bereft of the direct cooperation of the Lord. After many births, when such a non-dualist comes to a sense that the Lord is worshipable and that the devotee is simultaneously one with and different from the Lord, then only he can surrender unto the Lord Vyasadeva. Pure devotional service begins from that point. The process of understanding the absolute truth adopted by the misguided non-dualist is very difficult, whereas the devotee's way of understanding the absolute truth comes directly from the Lord, who is pleased by devotional service. On behalf of many neophyte devotees, Vidura at the very first instance inquired from the Maitreya about the path of devotional service, by which the Lord, who is seated within the heart, can be pleased. Om Agnanatimirandasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Vena Tasmai Shri Gurave Nama Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Vena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadhamayam Tadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakanvitam Sha Namavom Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschyata Deshatarine Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Śrīmate Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Iti Namine Shri Varshabhanavi Devi Dhaitaya Kripadyaye Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Dayine Prabhave Nama Madhuryojjvala Premadhyaya Shri Rupanuga Bhaktida Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namostute Namaste Gauravani Shri Murtaya Dhina Tharine Rupanuga Viruddhapa Siddhanta Dvanta Harine Namo Gaura Kishoraya Sakshat Vairagya Murtaye Vipralamba Rasambude Padambujayate Nama Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Sachidananda Namine Gaura Shakti Swarupaya Rupanuga Varayate Gaura Virbha Bhumestvam Nirdeshta Sajjana Priya Vaishnavam Sarva Bhumo Shri Jagannadayate Nama Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhu Bhayevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Nama Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratise Nama Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dheena Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Jayatam Suratau Pangor Mama Manda Matirgati Matsarvasva Padambujau Radha Madana Mohanau Divya Vrindaranya Kalpadhrumada Srimad Ratnagara Simhasanasto Srimad Radha Srila Govinda Devo Preshtalibi Sevyamanas Marami Sriman Ras Rasarambi Vamshi Vata Tatastita Karshan Venu Swiner Gopir Gopinada Istriyestuna Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Before beginning, I would like to take blessings from all the Vaishnavas assembled here, especially senior devotees, so that we can discuss about this transcendental subject matter of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. So in the before verse, Vidura is glorifying Maitreya Muni that, O my Lord, great philanthropic souls travel on the earth on behalf of the Supreme Personality of Godhead to show compassion to the fallen souls who are averse to the sense of subordination to the Lord. So here Vidura is asking Maitreya Muni to instruct about the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And the great souls like you, they not only do bhakti or sadhana bhakti just for only themselves, rather for helping others also. Because you are Mahatma, you are great, so that's why you not only perform devotional service for the pleasure of the Lord and for your own progress of bhakti, rather you will also help others. So that's why I am requesting you to speak about he asks questions, speaks about the devotional service of the Lord. So that's why please instruct me. And then in this verse, Vidura is telling that, please give me instructions on the transcendental devotion service of the Lord, so that he who is situated in the heart of everyone can be pleased to impart from within the knowledge of the absolute truth in terms of the ancient Vedic principles delivered onto those who are purified by the process of devotional service. So generally the katha, the Krishna katha is to be given for the pleasure of the Lord. No, when we give Krishna katha, when we give discourse on Bhagavatam, that is the main purpose is for the pleasure of the Lord. Here Vidura is clearly telling, for the Paramatma which is present in my heart, please give me such instruction so that he becomes pleased. So the Krishna Katha, when we discuss, we should not give Krishna Katha for the motive of pleasing the audience or getting some kind of, what do you call, pratishtha or fame or glorification. I gave such a nice class. Rather, it should be on the basis of the main principle to be followed is for the pleasure of the Lord. We should give Krishna Katha, we should glorify Krishna. Jai Shri Shri Radha Madhav ki, Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki, Shri Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Mahesh Darshan ki, Jai Srila Prabhupada ki, Jai. That's why we were hearing a Prabhupada class yesterday. Even Prabhupada was telling that Avaishnava Mukodgina means we should not hear Bhagavatam from non-devotees. Why? When they give, even though when they are speaking from the transcendental subject matter, because they are not devotees of the Lord, their main purpose is not to glorify the Lord. Actually, they speak about to show off their expertise in Sanskrit, how well they recite the shlokas of Bhagavatam, how well they speak in like poetic language, with using so much of different type of varieties. How well they sing, even they bring whole their setup, so many different instruments, all those things. So even though they have all those things, but if they are not devotees of the Lord, we should not hear from them. Why? Because they don't speak for the pleasure of the Lord. So here Vidura is asking, please speak on the topics of the transcendental service of the Lord, so that my heart becomes, the Supreme Lord present in the heart becomes pleased. So what happens when the Supreme Lord who is present in the heart becomes pleased? When the Lord in the heart becomes pleased, He imparts knowledge from within. The spiritual life is more of the activities, more it happens inside actually. Transformation which is happening inside. Although we are doing external activities outside, but the Supreme Lord dealing with the devotee, He deals from within. He gives instructions from within. It is said that Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam enamam upayantite. To those souls who are Tesham satata yuktanam, that means who are engaged in my service continuously without an interruption. Sitam satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam. This is very important. With love and dedication, when they serve, then from within I give intelligence. And in this verse actually, Prabhupada gives purport. He gives a purport in that he tells that a person may have a bona fide spiritual master and may be attached to a spiritual organization, but if he is still not intelligent enough to make progress, then Krishna from within gives him instruction so that he may ultimately come to him without difficulty. So we are in such situation, so we take initiation from the bona fide spiritual master, and we are in a proper attached to spiritual organization, ISKCON, bona fide organization. But if you are not intelligent enough to make progress, that means we are doing so many aparadhas, we are struggling so much to practice spiritual life. So for them, what Krishna does? Krishna from within gives him instruction so that he may ultimately come to him without difficulty. So what is the qualification for Krishna, for a devotee or a sadhaka? What is the qualification of a sadhaka so that Krishna from within gives this intelligence or this instruction, divine instruction? Is that, Prabhupada next, the qualification is that the person always engage himself in Krishna consciousness with love and devotion, render all kinds of services. Then Krishna gives knowledge, divine instruction from within. Krishna from within gives intelligence how to progress in the Krishna consciousness. So all kinds of services and with love and devotion. Sometimes, in neophyte stage, we are thinking, right now I am doing this book distribution service. I am going every day. How long should I have to do? कितना साल करना पड़ेगा? हर दिन बाहर जाना है मेरे को. अभी तो धूप है. Now it is summer time. No, so much धूप. How long should I have to do? So what does it mean that how many years I have to do this? This book distribution, right now I am doing this cooking service. How many years I have to cook? How many years I have to cook? Maybe I will request them to shift my service. So what does it mean when we say that how much time I have to do this service? What does it mean? That we don't have love or devotion to the Lord. And when we hear Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam class, sometimes at least in my case, my eyes automatically go towards the clock. कितना समय बचा है सुनने के, how much time is remaining? So why we check the time? If some services are there, some urgent services are there, that is different thing. If there are no services, any urgent services, then why we repeatedly see the watch? Why? Because kab khatam hoga class, and why we feel that? Because there is no love and devotion. मैं यही करने के लिए आया क्या? I came for this purpose to join ISKCON. I got graduated from so and so university. I am this. I am BTech graduate. I am this. I did MBA, and you are making me to do this service. So all these things are there. All these things we experience, and we don't get any taste in performing devotional service. Why? Because there is no love. So the question comes, then how to develop this love? How to develop this love towards Krishna? How to develop this bhajata, this what is na rajavidyam rajaguhyam pavitram idamutam pratyaksha bhagavamdram susukam kartumavyam. When I perform devotional service with a lot of happiness and with so much of dedication, sometimes, especially in my case, so devotees, they tell me go out, don't stay. Because there is no dedication, that's why devotees have to force that go out. What are you doing till the time? Sometimes we hide in the ashram somewhere here and there, so that they don't find me. They don't find. So all these things are there. Struggle, so much of struggling in the chanting, struggling in the services, struggling. Why? Because there is no dedication, and there is no love, and there is no devotion. So this love or this dedication in the service that is imparted that comes from the mercy of a pure devotee. Pure devotee only imparts gives this love. Without the mercy of a pure devotee, it is impossible to progress in the path of devotional service without the mercy of a pure devotee of the Lord. So when a devotee gives instructions, sometimes when we all in our sadhana bhakti, we all hear from pure devotees. When they give class, we hear from them. But when still we will have different realizations. We all hear the same class, the pure devotee is giving class, and we all hear the same class, but we experience different realizations. It is just like Ganga is flowing, and on the shore there are different trees. There is a neem tree, there is a mango tree, and there is some Arjuna tree, like that. So the roots of the tree, they are getting the same water, the pure water, or the tasty or the sugar-like water of Ganga. The roots are getting, but the neem tree, but the neem fruit is bitter. Mango fruit is it is sweet. And this Arjuna tree gives fruits? I don't know. There are some if there are some chili like chili trees like that, we may feel like spicy also. There are some lemon trees, then we may experience some kadwa also, sour taste. But the water is same. The roots which are getting the water, they are all getting the water from the pure Ganga. But still the fruits of these trees are different taste. Why? What is the reason? The holding capacity. They take good amount of water, every tree. The neem tree takes good amount of water. The mango tree take good amount of water. Why? Even though the roots are getting the same water, same Ganga water, but the neem tree gives like different taste. Mango tree has different taste. Why there is? Because there is a difference in the seed. There is a difference in the seed. हमारा seed में ही गड़बड़ है, that because the neem tree, that seed itself, there is a problem. The seed, because of the neem tree grows from a neem seed, so it acts according to that. We will get only neem fruits from that. We don't get mango fruits from a neem tree. So in Krishna consciousness, when we are trying to cultivate this bhakti, so when we don't hear attentively, so I was hearing class from His Holiness Haradhar Swami Maharaj. He was telling that he gave a statement. I was not able to. It is from Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, 19th chapter, 152 verse. He says that one who has not listened carefully unto the instructions of the spiritual master, he is not fit for chanting or preaching the cult of devotional service. So it's mentioned that one who doesn't one who does not listen carefully to the instructions of the spiritual master. If a spiritual master is giving instructions, if a spiritual master is giving some service, and if the disciple doesn't take the instructions seriously, doesn't even listen carefully, he is not even fit for chanting also, and preaching, and what to speak of preaching the cult of devotional service. That means he will eventually give up chanting or preaching Krishna consciousness. So by the mercy of the pure devotees only we can understand Krishna. For a conditioned soul to understand that Krishna is merciful, very difficult actually. Krishna is very merciful. This tattva to understand for a conditioned soul is very difficult. But by the mercy of pure devotee only, a person can understand this thing, that Krishna is very merciful. Because by the mercy of pure devotees only, by the mercy of devotees only, I am practicing this Krishna consciousness. I am staying in this bhakti by the mercy of devotees. Sometimes we say that who brought this devotee? Say that I brought him. I brought this devotee. Like that we say that immediately that comes aham. I brought this devotee into Krishna consciousness. We came by the mercy of other devotees. Like how can we bring others into the Krishna consciousness? Is all by the mercy of the Srila Prabhupada and Guru Gauranga. They are coming into Krishna consciousness. We are just like a small instrument in their hands. When we are in that consciousness, then we understand that that Krishna is really merciful, and it is mentioned that the pure devotees are the Prakasha Vigraha. That means they are the merciful representation of Krishna, the pure devotees. Krishna sends the pure devotees. Sometimes you will see that pure devotees, they take birth in such families where Mlechas families, they take birth. Why? Because Krishna makes them to take birth like that, so that to deliver them, to deliver such degraded people. Example, Haridas Thakur. No? Haridas Thakur was born in some Muslim family, like that, just to help them. And when Krishna becomes pleased, when Krishna becomes pleased, then only he imparts knowledge from within. So that the main thing is that Krishna has to become pleased by our service. So then if Krishna, then only he imparts knowledge from within. So by that knowledge we can progress in the path of devotional service. So now the question comes, how to please Krishna? So the Krishna becomes pleased when we follow the instructions of the spiritual master very seriously. When we dedicate our life, whole life, just by following the instructions of the spiritual master, then Krishna becomes pleased. So for that we have to do this Tesham Satata Yuktanam Bhajatam Priti Purukam Tadami Buddhi Yogam Tam Enamam Satata Yuktanam, always engaging in the devotional service of the Lord. And the next verse is Tesham Evanukampartam Aham Agnana Jamtama Nashayami Atma Bhavasto Gnana Deepena Bhashvata. So Krishna from within, he only destroys all the ignorance which is present, and then he only lights the spiritual knowledge. Gnana Deepena Bhashvata. And Krishna gives the knowledge according to the degree of our surrender, according to our mellow. When Krishna imparts knowledge, it is said that it is according to the degree of our level of consciousness, according to the level of our bhakti. So maybe we are in the some devotees may be in the mode of goodness, some devotees we are in the mode of passion, or sometimes even we are infected by the mode of ignorance. So that's why it is very difficult for us to understand like what Krishna is trying to tell us. So that's why it is better for us to follow the instructions of the spiritual master. Sometimes we hear voices from the heart and we feel that Krishna is directly instructing to us. Sometimes even our own mind may instruct to us, and we may feel that Krishna is instructing to us. So it is always, we can make sure, we can be more better that we can hear the instruction from a spiritual master, because the spiritual master is the Prakasha Vigraha. The Chaitya Guru, he comes out in the form of a spiritual master and he gives instructions. When we hear from him and when we follow it seriously, then we can progress in the path of devotional service. And there is a verse from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam which says that if you want to perform this Krishna consciousness throughout the whole life, that means we need to experience happiness in the bhakti. We need to experience the happiness in the bhakti. So how to experience the happiness when can we experience the happiness in bhakti? It is mentioned that Savedadatu padavim parasya duranta viryasya ratangapane yomayaya santata anuvrittaya bhajeta tatpada saroja gandham. Okay. Only when a person or a sadhaka, when he performs devotional service, yo mayaya means without any reservation, without any like unreserved, means without any expectations. Santata means always, okay, without any interruption. And anuvrittaya means favorably, with proper mode, with loving mode, with dedication, with devotion. With dedication, when a devotee performs this devotional service without any reservation, without any interruption, and anuvrittaya, bhajate tat pada saroja gandham. That means he can experience the saroja gandham. That means the fragrance of the lotus feet of the Lord. He can experience that taste in the bhakti. So when we experience that blissfulness in the bhakti, then there is no one need to force us or push us. We will automatically progress. We will automatically push ourselves forward. Why? Because we are experiencing so much of bliss in the Krishna consciousness. So that's why we should take the instructions of the spiritual master very seriously. So when pure devotees are giving instructions, they are as good as Shastras. So here Vidura is instructing us. These are the words coming from Vidura, but they are Shastras also. Because it is mentioned in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. That's why the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is telling that the words of the words of the pure devotees, they are as good as Shastras. So it's like when we read scriptures, we try to follow the rules and regulations which are mentioned in the scriptures very seriously. In the same way, when we get the guidance or when we get the instructions from the spiritual master, we have to take it seriously. And sometimes in the videos we see that there is a fighting, that Prabhupada said like this, Prabhupada said like that. There is always like a controversy or differences in the opinions. So when Prabhupada says something, because Krishna from within he gives the divine knowledge, and Prabhupada is speaking. So that is in the like a nirguna state, that is Shuddha Sattva, in the platform of Shuddha Sattva. So to understand what Prabhupada is saying, what Prabhupada meant to say, we also need to be in that platform. Okay, suppose if you are influenced by the mode of goodness or passion or ignorance, for us to understand those instructions, it is very difficult. That's why there is always that Prabhupada said like this. Prabhupada said, one devotee is telling from same Prabhupada statement, one devotee is giving different meaning, other devotee is giving different meaning, and they're fighting with each other. So because of that, we will actually the reputation of the founder Acharya, it will be decreased when we fight, especially in the media about what Prabhupada is trying to say. So that automatically we understand it when we come to that platform. And we can see in the Srila Prabhupada's life also, like in even his disciples' life also, Srila Prabhupada, he has so many qualified disciples, and he sent all of them to open like centers from different part of the world, and they have done it very sincerely. Some devotees, they took they were driving the cabs and they were maintaining the centers. Some devotees, they were working and they were paying money to maintain this spiritual centers. Means Prabhupada has instructed them, and they have took it very seriously. Some devotees, they especially during like Rath Yatra time, if there are some difficulties, there are some devotees that they went into the jail also. So they have taken the instructions of the spiritual master very, very seriously. So when we take the instructions very seriously, when we follow it, automatically the mercy comes. Automatically the Guru shows mercy upon his sincere disciple, and by that we'll develop this Bhakti Lata Beach, and we can experience love or devotion when we perform devotional service unto the Lord. Okay. So thank you very much. If you have any questions or comments, corrections, we can discuss.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
So you told about the person speaking Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is not a devotee, should not hear from him. So, and means one who is not in parampara system, we should not hear at all. But even if one is in parampara, you consider myself, so how do we know that he is speaking only for the pleasure of the Lord? And should we hear or not? Because if I think of myself, then I don't speak for the pleasure of the Lord. I just speak for the pleasure of the audience. Sometimes even I ask devotees that how was my class, like that. So how to understand that the person, although he is in parampara, he is speaking for the pleasure of Krishna only, and we should hear it.
Means here it is mentioned that we should hear from the devotees of the Lord, because they speak for the pleasure of Krishna. So that is so our we got the Shastra say that we should hear from the devotees of the Lord, and if the devotees, if they are that is through to their humbleness, they may speak like they are speaking for their own purification. So sometimes devotees, they speak for their own purification, but their main intention is to please the Lord actually. And even though their intention is not for pleasing the Lord, this Prabhuji can explain about this.
Simple. When morning every day you are announcing morning who is the speaker, Bhagavatam class. So the speaker comes at 8 o'clock, you go to the speaker and said, Prabhu, there is a change in speaker. And see his reaction.
So we just see that those who are speaking, they come in the parampara, they are connected to the parampara, and then we are humble enough to accept that he is going to speak something Krishna Katha. Now instead of judging the mentality of the speaker, we can always take it for our benefit that I should hear sincerely as much as possible with faith, because these are the pastimes of the Lord, and the words or the instructions or whatever he is saying, this is all coming, we have heard it many times in parampara. So instead of thinking about the speaker, we can always, I'm talking from the point of view of a listener, that I listen it carefully, faithfully, with devotion. And when we are going to speak and you say that I speak not for the pleasure of the Lord, or pleasure of audience, but that's your humility, you say like this. And we are speaking because we have been instructed by the superiors, and Srila Prabhupada has told many times, so our speaking is to following the instructions which we have received. So, like that. And Madhurga is very humble, so he asks such questions.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. I have one more question, Prabhuji. You spoke about that we should serve the Lord with love, Priti Purvakam, and it's like you told that also that we should do all kinds of services for the Lord.
Whatever is given to us.
All kinds of service all the time. So, sometimes, myself, if authorities give some service, then I try to negotiate according to my comforts, or which fits in my self-imposed schedule or vows, so that they may not get disturbed. So I try to negotiate that this service I cannot do this time, I will do other time. So does it come under Priti Purvakam, or it is like conditioned service?
Like according to our capacity, we serve actually. Even it depends upon the time and circumstances also. If you're already engaging in one service, then if you are given some other service to do, it is very difficult to manage also. And suppose if you don't have any service, and if some devotee is giving a service, then we have to humbly accept it. We have to accept it and engage. And if you are already engaged in services, engaging in some services, then if you get, then we can tell them humbly that I got already instruction, I already got this service. So please give it to some other devotee, like that. So it depends upon the circumstances, situation.
Just like now we have less pujaris, some pujaris have gone to their home. So authorities have given service to offer Mangal Bhoga to the Lord. But I am thinking that to offer Mangal Bhoga, I have to miss Guru Puja, and I have to miss Bhagavatam class, which are so important for me. I cannot miss. How can they give this service to me at this time? I may do it other time, some other service, deity service, because it is not so important. Hearing and chanting is more important. So, what to do in this case? These ideas come in mind. And I try to negotiate with the authorities that I can do it other time. Not.
It's the same thing, Prabhuji, the situation and the circumstances, where suppose if there are very few devotees, very few Brahman initiated, and if they request us to do the Mangal Bhog, then and there is no one else, then we have to accept it actually. And then even while doing the offering also, still we can hear from inside, Bhagavatam class going on. While doing also we can hear, sitting here also we can hear, and we can afterwards we can come and offer flowers to Srila Prabhupada and pay obeisances, and we can hear Bhagavatam class from online. So it is based on the situation, and sometimes we have to we are in an institution, and we have to follow the according to situation, we have to follow it. And actually in our temple, we don't have many pujaris actually, so we have to understand the situation, and if we follow it, then it will help our temple only. It will help our temple. It will definitely please the Lord. It will definitely please the Lord more.
Thank you, Prabhu.
So just clarifying Madhukanai Prabhu's question. So I think negotiation there is no problem, right? Like if I don't want to do at 7:30, but I can do because the pujari has to. They can shift. We can interchange the services. Like the pujari who is doing Jagran, I can do that seva, and then that pujari who was doing Jagran, he can do Mangal Bhoga, right? That there is no point. There is no problem in this.
Details I cannot tell.
So that's what negotiation means, that we can negotiate the services if other devotee is available at other time. And because there may be no more hearing, because we are having Bhagavatam classes, and some devotees, just like for me, I don't hear anymore because we don't get, maybe we may not get time or we may not get priority. So Bhagavatam class is also important. So because this is what we are hearing now. So if we don't give priority to it, then and we just keep on for 3-4 days continuously, then it's not good for our Krishna consciousness also. So we have to negotiate for that.
What if everyone negotiates?
No, so yes, that's true. As you told, that if there is nobody, then we have to accept it. But then if there is somebody, devotees are available, then we can negotiate.
We can interchange.
Yeah. So this is, and another question is that, as you told that if we don't hear the instructions given by Guru seriously, so then he is not qualified to even chant. So, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did that. What is that? Patra Vicharana Inai Kistanistan Jai Jahan Mile Tahan Kare Prem Dan. So, but for chanting there is no qualification needed. Anybody can chant, because not everybody can follow Guru 100%. He may try to follow, but he may not be able to follow 100%. But then he can keep on chanting, and as we understand from Chaitanya Charitamrita, the chanting can be done even without Guru. So
means here that about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, like he showered his mercy without any discrimination. He showered his mercy without patra nahi stana. But here the point is that when we doesn't carefully hear the instructions of spiritual master, so he is not qualified to chant, means he's chanting mechanically. He is chanting, but he is chanting mechanically. It's everything he performing is he cannot perform devotion service to the Lord. He is not qualified only. Means his chanting will not means it will not please the Lord like that if you don't take the instructions of spiritual master seriously. If you don't follow the instructions of spiritual master, even though he is chanting, even though he is doing services, is trying to do like mechanically, but his motive is different. His motive is completely different. Maybe he's trying for something else, like that.
No, as you told that the instruction when we get from the pure devotees, they are like sastras. So now when we compare these things during the Vedic time, so devotees used to get different instructions in their own life, like how Dhritarashtra got instruction from Vidura, or Vidura got instructions from Maitreya. So they were different instructions for their own life, and they were meant for their going back to Godhead, getting Krishna Prema. But now compared to current situation, now when we don't get such instructions for our own life, we get instruction to expand the institution for the services. And sometimes when we are getting services, they may not work well with ourselves. At the same time, we may not be getting success in that services. So now having that faith that this is Sastra, we may not have that faith that how it is Sastra, how can we understand this, and then how can we keep on going with the service?
That only anusantata anuvrittaya. We have to go on doing it by even though we may get failures, sometimes we may get success, but if you go on doing it, they will not see the results, but they will see our sincerity. When the devotee sees our sincerity, pure devotees, when they see the sincerity of the disciple, they will shower mercy upon them automatically, and results will come definitely.
But that there will be lack of faith, that because I was awarded the service, but I lacked the faith in that particular service. As you told that has to be taken as a sastra, verdict of sastras, but I don't feel it like that.
even though like we don't have faith in that like particular service, but when we have a nice relationship, when we have that strong relationship with the Siksha Guru, with whoever is giving instruction, when we have that relationship, out of respect or out of when we do it, so still the faith with lack of faith also goes away. So the relationship is also required actually. We should have a nice relationship with the devotees, pure devotees, especially who is giving us services. We should have a nice relationship with them, strong relationship with them, loving relationship with them. Okay, otherwise it all will become mechanical. Okay, this lack of faith or no taste in serving, all this will go away. Why? Because they will be satisfied when we do it. When they become happy, we will also become happy by seeing them. We also get that happiness. Why? Because when pure devotee becomes happy, the Lord also becomes happy. When Lord becomes happy, from within we also get that happiness. So like that. We need to cultivate that. If you don't have that strong relationship, then we have to cultivate strong relationship with them. Okay, thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. We are all in the process of cooking. So, because we are all uncooked, so all these things will be there. When we are fully cooked in Krishna consciousness, we will not discriminate this service, that service, any service we will be ready to do, and every service will appear equally. So, sometimes in the process of cooking, like, we will experience little more heat. Some services we may not like, it may not be palatable to us, but we should not think actually, oh, I like this service, I will do it. That should go away from our mind. Whichever service is given to me, I'll do it. So, and ultimately, the purification is purpose. The purpose of everything is our purification. So it's fine, like, this is also service, that is also service. At least intellectually we should equate, and then we will go on doing. And then to balance everything, like sometimes in festivals, we may not be able to chant also. In some special festivals, chanting karne ke liye samay nahi milta hai. And still Krishna understand, maybe we will compensate that next day or something. So, need of the hour also should be given importance. आज मेरे को क्या बोला है, मैं क्या करूँगा. And biggest thing is, when we are working under some authority, then we will not be at fault for anything. If whatever happens, it is authority's responsibility. So just we can go on doing whatever is asked to do. And as Prabhuji said, negotiation, one can always discuss. It's not negotiation, it is discuss. What is, like, because the one who is allotting the service, he also is not like superhuman, like, what do you call, Trikalagna. He also might have missed something. So, we should be on a practical framework. Okay, this is not there, this is, but we should not be adamant. That mood is more detrimental. Mera jo bola hai, wahi hona hai. That is very detrimental. Otherwise, one can be in very friendly mood, what can be done, what cannot be done. That is always encouraged. Yeah. This is what I might take. मैं भी कुछ बोलना है करके बोला.
Hare Krishna. So actually there is no difference between Bhagavatam class and worshipping Krishna. Bhagavatam is the book form of Krishna, and doing any bhog seva, arti seva is directly worshipping the vigraha form of Krishna. So there is a limitation in our understanding. If you see, Bhagavatam is what? It's Krishna's book form. It is same as what you are worshipping the Lord inside. So if you have that consciousness, then there is no problem. Okay. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much.
And regarding that service, first of all we should understand we are in an institution. It's a preaching organization. Institution means we have to follow certain rules, regulations, right? There are certain services, there is some schedules, right? So we have to follow certain principles of the institution. So flexibility, today you are here, tomorrow you are there. So you have to understand that we are not independent. So we are in an institution guided by our superiors. So there is a certain, schedules which go on, certain principles we follow. So you should keep that in mind. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much. Antara Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda ki jai.
His Grace Sarupe Ram Prabhu ki